Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is time for everybody's favorite Gianthold quest, Gianthold Tor. Okay, maybe not everybody's favorite quest, but we're gonna get to work. We're gonna get to work anyway. So there's lots of weirdness to this quest, and it all, in my opinion, starts with. Actually, I'm gonna remember to hit my litany for a change. When you are prepared to swear undying fealty. Look at me casting litany, using my litany to reduce the cost of things. All right, so now that the giant has started fading out, we're gonna run over here and summon our little hireling. Good old Durham. So I think that's not a good call.
Hear me. The Storm Reaver has refused your audience and bid that you be slain.
We need to also start getting our rune arm charged up and running again. This cold rune arm should be absolutely bonkers in at least this room for sure. Just being able to knock down these fire giants and other tiers should be, like faster, should be pretty redonkulous. When we leveled, we were able to pick up the zombie form finally after all this time. Which is a pretty significant DPS increase, as well as letting us do a little bit of self-healing for a change, instead of being quite so reliant upon our hirelings or healing scrolls. Have a little bit of burst healing with the native injury burst. We have a little bit of sustainable healing energy with the death aura. Really pretty excited for this quest. A couple of things of note. If you are the Pale Master build, which I really like it a lot, and you rely significantly on your ability to do the negative energy bursts and blasts and SLAs. These guys have a debuff on them that gives them Blessing of the Ancients, which actually makes them immune to that damage. So you'll feel like a little undead king in, I don't know, 99.9% of the quests. And then you get in here into this quest and you can't hurt anything with your SLAs, and it just feels real bad. real bad. Hopefully that'll get changed sometime in the near future. Kind of sucks having your entire build built around using like 4 SLAs, and they just don't work in certain quests.
The guards rush through the door to do you in.
Oh man, these guards are rushing through the door to do us in, Tobrel. Oh, by the way, everybody, Tobrel's here. Or was here. Alright, still here. We had a really lively debate right before we started the video, so sometimes it's like, oh, I'm gonna go concentrate on something else now. I feel that. Alright, I'm gonna pull this lever and slaughter our way through some packs of wolfies. Eventually. I think no, they're not wolfies. What are they? They're lions. They're dogs. All things with 4 legs and trip you are dogs and or wolfies. Take your pick, I don't care. Take your pick, I don't care. I really don't think I'm in love with this this form, by the way. Just moves stupid. I still think I like the Wraith the best. I think that's probably still my favorite. Have you got the chance to play at the new Pale Master at all yet, Bro? I know you've been doing so many dog lives.
I did. I did some stuff on Llama a while back.
Ah, back on Lamania. Everyone plays on Lamania except for me. And that is a personal choice that I'm
very strong. You got a lot of options.
Oh, I told you like 7 times to go pull that lever. Oh, you're gonna make me do it. Fine, stand there and look pretty.
The fiery wall in the hallway.
Yeah, I've always liked the Pale
Perhaps
Master
others of
editions
these
in
ancient
DDO. I always felt like they're
barriers were
maybe not
deactivated
always
as well.
the best, but they've always, you know, back when
Real
they had
strong
their...
CC. You got some interesting melee options right now. You got a lot of options right now. Good
I remember, again, back in the first iteration, where you had like a limited time of activating
The magical
your
giant's
Pale Master.
barrier is
Yeah.
down. You are
I remember
free
referring
move
to it as
deeper
like
into the Tor.
4 minutes of God mode. It felt like you were an unkillable beast. Then as they tweaked it and played with it, it just got better and better. It's kind of like Elder Knight. It was good before. Okay, let me rephrase. It was fine before, and now it's
A
great.
narrow passage is buried under these rocks. Through the narrow
Like it was
passage
definitely
is a small
serviceable
hiding
before.
place, and in it is the kobold you saw
Alright, let's
before.
get out of here. So you want to come down and talk to this kobold. He'll tell you that you can like crawl through some holes in the side. So like, and they'll spawn over here.
You find a crevice concealed by rubble here. It is pushing
It's
free
pretty
of the narrow crawl
easy
space.
going in my
You
opinion.
tumble
Ooh,
down
demon
into
soul.
some kind of
Freeze that guy or just kill it. You froze him and killed it. Nice. That's the way to remove your problems. That's what I've always said. Freeze them.
Have
and-
less problems.
God bless what?
Is have less problems. Wait,
That's
what?
right. Everyone's got plenty of problems. Let's make one less problems for everybody. Let's turn guys to ice.
That sounds
Speaking of ice,
As the
we gotta
river
drive
takes
home in
into
the
place,
rain,
one of
in the
two
snow,
faces near the far door
in the ice.
lights up.
Alright, so pull this lever, which will light up this rune. There's no longer a timer on these things. There's another change they made, I don't know, some number of years ago. You used to have to really work hard to do this by yourself. You would have to like keep one highlighted with your hireling sitting right there, then run through the entire quest without clicking on anything else, and then it was just a pain. Now it's much easier, having the ability to just do one side than the other. Now see, this is, oh man,
You
I
find
feel like this
crevice
is a conversation I
concealed by
don't want to
rubble
have.
here. It is
Put it.
just
Remind
large
me of this
enough
moment,
to crawl
Tabrel,
through.
when we're off, and we can continue the conversation from before. I found a really good example that leans towards your favor slightly. Alright, so we'll rock through here. Swing around this corner. Knock things out for days. Pull this lever, which will turn on the other rune and open the door.
Ancient gears grind.
Ancient gears grinding. You know what grinds my gears? Giants who don't wait in line. One at a time, guys. One at a time. I don't have improved precise shot. My base attack bonus is not that high. I think you have to wait till level 21. We finally got the base attack bonus, but I don't think we get another feat, do we? Yeah, we should. We should get one more. Your last feat is not level 15. You should get one at 18. So at 18, I should be able to get improved precise shot, I think. Ooh, double Reaper. Alright, well, you know what I am, Tobrel, when it comes to dragon, or the Tor and the dragons?
A pony.
Super rusty.
You did not have the glowing
Not a pony?
statue
Not a pony, just super rusty.
The portal master snarls.
Yeah.
I can
Guess
cast
not.
it just as well with one.
So I guess we'll give it a we're gonna give the dragons a shot. It's been a long time since we've done any dragons though.
When the dragons find out, the portal master threatens.
Alright, however, that is the main quest. That is all you technically need to do now to flag for the raid. Back in the day, you used to have to do the dragons before you'd be flagged for the raid. But when people started TRing left and right and center, it needed to be changed because the raids like dropped way down. So yeah, let's go do some dragons. So it has been a long time since I've done the dragon raids, so or the dragon optionals. Let's take a look at the experience real fast. So 9 minutes for 32,000 and 527 Reaper experience. That is probably the best rate of return on any of the Gianthold quests for me personally so far. So that's kind of interesting. I would not have expected that. I am on the black dragon now. I do remember the order of the dragons. If you go around left, center, and then... Wait, sorry. Right, middle, and center. Or right, middle, and left. It goes black, blue, white. So I do remember that. So we're going down the black path. We're actually not super far away. There's a lot of backtracking in this, but it's not like the blue one where you're all over the place to get to the dragon. Oh man, it's so good. Like critting guys in the face for 500 points of damage seems okay at level 16.
Yeah.
Especially when you're critting on some pretty ridiculous numbers. Oh. Yeah, improved precise shot's gotta be slightly better than improved critical, right? So they're both attack bonus plus 8. You only get one more feat. Guess it'll be a problem for future Samius. Maybe the build does pick up a fighter level. I joked about it earlier, but maybe that joke is real. Man, I'm just trying to think through this. I have no idea how long it's been since I've done this dragon fight. I feel like we did them on Elite or Epic a couple, like before you took your DDO break, but that's been
4 years.
Yeah, right? Can't imagine that it's been literally 4 years since I've done these. Alright, so each of these pathways to the dragon, right, has a moment just like this where you a bunch of skeleton giants will crawl out of the ground. They'll knock them all out. 2 ghost shrines will appear. You can incur shrine or not, and this rune will turn into a portal. And you bravely jump through the portal. Now, each dragon fight has its own environmental effects to contend with. This one's going to be like a lake of acid, and like jets will come out. You'll have little islands to stand on. And every dragon fight has both a dragon and a giant that have to be defeated. And they have to be defeated very close to one another. So What I like to do, apparently, is not have the right weapons engaged, because I fought a bunch of undead. Is what I like to do is pull them both kind of towards this back barrier, this little island. I'll just pick one, usually the giant, kind of creep him down a little ways. Doesn't have to be super, super close. And then I'll turn around and start focusing on the dragon. And again, the idea is to keep them close-ish together. With the idea that you can just like finish one and then the other very quickly, just like that. Pretty good. I've mentioned all these different gold piles before. How to like maximize the return from them. I don't know. I don't know what to say about. Ooh, 2 dragon scales. Nice. Loot the gold if you wanna. It would not be the first time that I have looted that gold by any stretch of the imagination. I feel like that gold should disappear as you loot it. Because as a longtime pen and paper player, I don't care what it takes to take all the gold out of that treasure room. We're taking everything we possibly can. I don't care if that means we have to like get a wheelbarrow or cobble together some sort of carrying device. I'm not gonna pick up 900 gold and then call it a day.
Nope, that's it. That's all I got in the scoop. I'm done.
Yeah.
It's like take a penny, get a penny, pick a whole.
Need a penny, leave a penny.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm trying to not get killed here.
So the blue dragon fight here starts in a big circle. I'm trying to... Again, I'm a little bit on autopilot here, so I'm sure there's a good reason. I know there's like lots of little runes you have to click, so I'm hoping that my just like muscle memory is carrying me through the quest correctly. And I'm sure it is. But one side I think we're going the right way. One of the sides, I believe the east side, has a rune that needs to be pulled. Yep, there it is. I can see it right there. And the east side does not. So if you end up clearing the west side first, then you end up coming back around to this side anyway for no reason. So you might as well just clear this way to start with and save yourself a fight or two. Man, it is really like a bicycle, isn't it? Some of these quests that you used to do just for fun come into play. So we got a couple of runes turned on. Up this ramp, there are traps. So there we go. There's a trap box. Again, it doesn't matter anymore for like experience-wise, but these traps, they knock you down and they're annoying. There's a couple of loops of these traps. You can just try to jump over them. I believe they're like force and knockdown traps. They're not anything like overly scary. But if you have the option to make them go away, take it. I have seen people die running through those traps thinking, oh, I can take it. I have probably died in these traps thinking, oh, I can take it. Should be like one more. And then if I recall correctly from here out, it's pretty good. Well, there might be one more too. One more still, but I think we're good. Alright. Our haste expired. Sounds like a situation that needs to be remedied with much haste. See what I did there, bro? That was funny.
Ooh.
He's like, no, I didn't see it. Alright, switch back to fire mode. A wolf would definitely leap through those without care. I agree. Alright, I'm gonna remember to cast my electricity resistance here. Cast our mass. And probably go back to cold mode. Everything else looks fine to me. Alright, so the gold room, or the gold room, the blue dragon room, when the black dragon like does its big lightning attack, it'll electrify this entire room. Any place that's covered in gold. So you end up having to like fight it way over here against this blue force field. It's pretty common. It used to be pretty common tactics. Somewhere, can't tell you exactly where, we started. Somebody would run through the middle. I feel like that was not the best way to go about things, but we did adjust our, especially when the dragon would start breathing fire on everybody, or sorry, electricity at everybody. We ended up having somebody kite them around the middle. Again, different times, man. It's different times. And women, peoples, dudes. Dudes is gender neutral. Oh, looky here, Tobrel. I got a copper ingot arcarium. You know what that is?
Oh my gosh, how old are you?
Pretty old, I guess.
Yeah.
Also 3 blue dragon scales. But you know what that is? That's 14 experience points for my for my item. My sentient trash can. Rip a lot of these items.
What's the? Are you in storytelling mode right now?
Sure.
Or what's your plan with Java right now?
Java, that's a good question.
They got kind of a gimpy, high-level character all ready to play with them.
So at some point I'll spend a little bit more time on Java, and then after I finish up this series that you basically talked me into doing, where we have walkthroughs of as many of the quests in DDO that I can possibly muster, which hopefully will be all of the ones between 1 and 20 if everything works out. Then I will take a look at turning Java basically into this exact build, or potentially a rogue instead of a wizard build. I think that'll be in-game viable with minimal additional effort. And if I don't like it, rogue, as long as he has a rogue icon, it'll actually continue to proceed towards his first completions. So Java is, I think he has got 7 lives or something like that. Individual class lives. So he needs a little bit of help still getting his completionist done. But perhaps if we decide we need some really gimpy play one of these evenings, instead of recording videos, we could pull out Java and people can. I literally had to go pull up Java and look for some gear. I asked people to cover their eyes and look away. He's just not in a good spot. Poor little trash bot.
I don't think it would take long to get him up and going and being pretty good.
The biggest problems with JavaBot is Fire Domain is really, really good from level 1 to 20. Like, in my opinion, it may be the best of the Cleric Domains from level 1 to 20. Assuming that you can do something else beside the Veil, right? Just pretty easy to do something else besides the Veil. But after level 20, it drops off very quickly.
Yeah.
So I would have to change at the very least that domain from fire into something else. And the way I built Java was, again, he was more designed for a level 1 to 20 type experience. And then I did not mind the idea of correcting him with like a lesser or something like that. And I might still do that. And we kind of played with the idea of turning him into that tank build that Nim sent me, and he's just not there. So I'm not sure how much post level 20 being a cleric is for me. I want to feel like I contribute a reasonable amount, and it doesn't have to be the best by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't want to feel like I'm carried in every single quest, which is how I feel now. Post level 20 in Java. I didn't feel that way on the Bard, for example. I literally only feel that way on Java right now, and I do not like the feeling, and I would like to figure out a different build.
Fair.
Implosion and Mass Frog. The Implosion was okay, but my Mass Frog DC is still not be great. I don't even think I have high enough level to get it yet on Java. I think he's 24, maybe. And then, of course, the biggest challenge with that life was the double healing penalty. Oh, not light. I want to be fire-based this go around. Alright, so this is the white dragon. The main environmental effects here is it's going to be slippery. So we're going to want a freedom of movement. And
surprisingly cold air.
There's going to be
drifts
air
through the
jets that
corridors.
shoot up from
You'll
time to
find
time.
yourself standing
So, like,
on
here's some
slick
slippery
ice in a
badness.
vast room. You are not alone.
So again, to kind of back in the day, what we would do is one team would take the dragon to the back of the quest, and then everybody else would stand here and fight this giant, because polar rays are scary. That's my cold resistance. Let's get a fire shield on. We almost have the giant prepped here. Also, this giant, if I remember correctly, will heal the dragon. Oh, helpless. That's right. It's been a while since that's happened.
Grog.
Alright, so this should finish it up for us here. Second no holes Bard.
A final whimpering burst of cold heralds the
Pretty
death
easy.
of the white dragon.
That's much scarier at level. Like, we're level 16, which is technically still in the at level range for this quest. Exactly, but like, again, in my world, for the longest time, you were doing these things on Reaper at the equivalent of normal difficulty. Wow, we had dragon scales in every chest, oh bro. Is that normal now? Do they just give you dragon scales every time? Intriguing.
Right.
So anyway, that's Gianthold Tor. I think that's enough to finish the saga, and that's also should be enough to flag for the quest there. But yeah, anyway, back to my previous story. We used to do that quest at level like 12, 13, etc. Man is it a different world now. Alright everybody, well that was Gianthold Tor. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you did, please smash that like button. And if you did not, please leave a comment telling me what you would like us to talk about in the future, and maybe that will help change things for you. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon. Toodles!